It's Paul Marsh here on Express, and I'm delighted to say that I'm joined by Emma Kenny. Emma, thank you very much for joining me.
Oh, thank you very much for having me.
Right, so we're going to be talking about something that's got a little bit of a conflict of interest. I'll be completely honest with you. Now, in the mornings, there is only there is only one thing that people should be doing, and that, of course, is listening to the radio.
Of course.
Of course, it's the one thing.
Of course it
However,
is.
I do appreciate that sometimes you may not have a signal, or you may have lost your earbuds or something like that, and you may be looking for other things to do. Isn't that right?
Yeah, occasionally you may be thinking about using your technology for other sources of interest and content. So yeah, obviously I'm here to talk about Google Pixel, the Fold that they've created, which is this incredible technology, an amazing phone that's really, really helps with the immersive experience of content. And I'm also a crime commentator. So radio's great, but I'm a bit of an obsessive when it comes down to the crime genre. So if it's true crime or documentaries or crime fiction, I am completely fixated with that zone. So I'm here to talk about the fact that sometimes on the commute, when you're not listening to the radio, it would be helpful to think about how to use it for purpose. Because I don't think we've ever been at a point in time where technologically we've been so advanced that you can literally learn anything, grow your knowledge base, get zoned into an interest area, and just discover new things as we have the opportunity to do today. So my big thing is just to remind people of the fact that if they're not using the commute with purpose, then maybe they could start thinking about doing that more purposefully, because it's just incredible how much access we have now to knowledge and interest areas. And I think that if you're not taking advantage of that, you're probably missing out on that opportunity to really utilize your time effectively.
Do you think that when the internet was created, the creator of the internet thought, I reckon one day they'll be watching 30-second cat videos on the way to work, and that's why I'm going to do this? Or do you think that they thought, no, we actually kind of need to broaden our horizons and look into lots of different things?
I guess when they actually started the World Wide Web, it was the suck it and see experience, because the truth is, it's a bit like whenever you have technology, it's a bit like if you think about Insta, etc. Instagram started off as one thing, it's a completely different thing now.
Yeah.
And I think that you can never figure out where human curiosity and ingenuity is going to lead you. You can start the roll of the dice, but you can never figure out the outcome. And that's what we're still on a journey doing, because we haven't even started. And so I think that the person who started it probably was bright enough to know that whatever box they thought they put it in, it was going to get absolutely distorted and created into so many different directions that none of us would ever really be able to envisage how it's ended up so far, let alone how it's going to end up in 20 years. I mean, I'm talking about this particular Google Pixel Fold phone, right? But when I was a kid, I had a phone that was connected to a wall. So that was my technology. Yeah. We didn't even have that. And so to watch my dad, who was a sales rep, with his massive car mobile phone, you couldn't get it out of the car. It was fitted in the car. I remember standing there at like 14 and thinking, this is incredible. My dad can speak to me from the car.
Amazing, isn't it?
And it was so limited, but it was just mind-boggling. And now I'm like, one of the things I'm talking about today is this ebook that's been created, because there's an ebook that's on crime that's been created by Ajay Chowdhury. And it's basically something you can download. Anybody can download it. It's called The Invitation from ajchowdhury.com. And that's an immersive, gamified experience, right? Imagine even saying the word gamified, immersive experience. No one would have even known what that was, let alone thought about being able to use it. And yet here we are, and it's only a couple of decades. And that's incredible, right?
It is absolutely incredible. I mean, when you think about, again, going back, I'm trying not to reveal my age, but going back to when we were younger, we had those books that, if you want to take the left path, turn to page 34.
Yes. Yeah. And now you can go online and you can find books like, for example, crime. I'm massively involved in the crime genre. I present crime shows. I have a YouTube channel. I do a tour on crime. But I remember those books too, like page 34 to see where you're going next, page 65 to see, and then you could choose your ending kind of thing. And now you can do that in immersive ways online, which are just staggering. Even films have been done that way. Technology is incredible.
So I have I'm trying to think about how to talk about this very delicately. I have a fold phone, but it's another fold phone, so I'm not going to
Well,
mention what it is.
next week you can get the one that I'm talking about because it's
I
amazing.
I literally went into a shop the other day because I thought it was released a few weeks ago. I went into a shop the other day because I'm so intrigued by the Google Pixel Fold.
It's amazing.
I looked to go back to a normal one-dimensional phone last year. I couldn't do it.
No.
So I've had a Fold for 3 years now, and I absolutely love it.
It's the in between a phone and a laptop, isn't it? That's the thing. And for me, I was somebody who got dragged into the technological zone, kicking and screaming, and now I'm obsessed. And this is a new obsession for me because it is absolutely beautiful. And also, even the things like that, the invitation that I was talking about, which is that immersive book that's free for people to download. Doesn't matter what platform you're on, you can go and do it. But it's actually optimized for the Google Pixel Fold. And that means it's just beautiful, So like you, I find technology inspiring and I want the best experience. And I think that's something that people are demanding now. They want the best experience. When I was younger and mobile technology came out, everyone was going smaller, 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 weren't they? It was like, it was so weird. It was like, let's just carry around this 1-inch sized phone.
Tiny, weeny little
exactly. Phone. Whereas now you're like, no, I want something I can write on, I can read on, I can exchange emails with. And I like I said, I find it profound. It's what you said at the very beginning about when they created the World Wide Web, what were they thinking? And it's like, wow, no matter what they were thinking, they could never have thought it was like this because it's just so expansive. Yeah. And people's expectations and demands are bigger now as well.
Well, I think that with phones these days, there are so many different things you can do with these phones, whether it's, reading a book on a phone, whether it's playing a game, whether it's watching a Netflix or whatever it is.
Exactly.
You can do so many things on the phone. So when you find yourself, let's say, stuck in an airport or on your morning commute or whatever it is, and you have that half hour to kill, the great thing with a Fold, like you say, is you can open it up and you've got that mini tablet-sized thing in front of you. And it just opens it up. I love my Fold so much. And like I say, the Google Fold, I'm really, really looking forward to getting my hands on that. I love the fact that if I'm in a rush and it's folded up in half and I can take a phone call and I can send an emergency text or whatever. But if I'm really going to sit down and I'm going to write an email, I'm going to watch a TV show, whatever it is, I've got that big immersive screen.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
I know they are beautiful. And that's the thing. I think that the other thing that the consumer wants is they want something that's beautiful. It's not just about what it does. It's about how it looks. It's about how it feels. It's the ergonomics of it. Yeah. And I think that that's another thing that I've seen really transition and change in the past 2 decades. I've seen the average person who might not even be technological at all start to really come to terms with the immersive experience of being online, using something that's really purposeful. So even people like my mother, they demand a certain thing, because as you're getting older, your eyesight and all those things. And it is amazing. I am completely obsessed with this stuff too.
Our drive time presenter, Darren Gamblin, we call him the Big Din. I'm not sure if you know the Big Din, but it's a Portsmouth thing. He's I think he's around about 60. He might kill me for saying that, but he's around about 60-ish.
Yeah.
And he saw my phone, and I've got him into phones. I've got him into it because he loves being able to open it up, and like you say, he can make all the fonts bigger and
exactly.
Like that. It's just perfect.
Just to say as well, if you go to that website, ajchowdhury.com, there's actually a competition where you can win one. So you download the invitation, count the folds, enter it, could win one. You won't be needing to go and get one. You'll be able to win one.
Perfect. Absolutely on that. As soon as we finish, I'm on that 100%.
20 times through different platforms. Get yourself a good opportunity.
Emma, thank you so much for talking.
It's a pleasure.
I really do appreciate it.
It's nice that we've got a shared investment in technology and we like our technology, and the Fold is amazing. It really 100%.
Is. 100%. If people want to find out more about the Google Pixel Fold, where can they do that?
Well, obviously they can Google it. That's one thing. But also ajchowdhury.com. You may as well go there as well, because the invitation gives you this immersive experience that you can use with the Fold. But when it comes down to finding out about the specs, etc., Google itself, because it's, incredible and it's got all the information online, and you will want one straight away like I did.
ajchowdhury.com. Thank you very much for that, Emma. I really do
Thank you,
appreciate it.
sweetheart. You have a great day.
Thank you. I look forward to talking to you again soon.
Yeah, anytime. Take care, darling. Bye-bye.